Okay, so we have already drawn our real deal rose and our Texas flag. So we are going to be coloring our rose today, and we are going to be watercoloring the Texas flag in red and blue. Our rose, we are actually going to be using orange, yellow, and white, and then I have two different values of green for the leaves, which we did the leaves last week. I was just going to do a couple of leaves just to remind you how we're going to do those leaves for those of you who are behind. So first, before we color the rose, I'm going to explain why I'm using orange and not just yellow to do the yellow rose. I'm actually going to use orange to create my shadows. So it's going to actually be a couple of different colors on the rose. So this, instead of using, of course I don't want to use black. That's not going to look realistic. But in the shadows of the rose, it'll actually appear orange instead of yellow. So that's why I'm using orange. And orange also has yellow in it because remember, red and yellow make orange. So that's why I don't really want to use red. I think that would be too dark. So I have chosen orange to create the shadows. And then of course I have white for the highlights to blend. So before we begin though, let's go back to our rose study. I told you I wanted to look at the colors. I wanted you to really notice where these colors are going to be darker. If you notice, of course, in the center where all of these petals are wound up, it is going to appear darker. Not a lot of sun is going to hit inside of this rose. Look inside these rose petals. Look how dark that's going to be in there. See, sun's really going to be hitting these outer petals, but not down in here so much. Especially not down in here. Do you see how dark that's going to be right in here? Okay, and look how that actually creates a shadow. You can tell where the sun is because that is creating a shadow. That petal is creating a shadow on that petal. Look at this. Look how dark it's going to be up under this petal because this petal right here is blocking the sunlight. Okay, so I'm just showing you where all of the dark spots are going to be. Look in here. Look right in there. Do you see that dark spot at where that petal is turned? And here. Now let's look at all the bright spots of the rose. The brightest parts of the rose, look at that. That petal that's wide open, you're going to have it's almost white. Just a really, really white, really bright yellow. You've got some bright places here, especially like on the tips of the rose. That's going to be your brightest. And then these big petals here, you have some really, really white petals where the sun's hitting it. Okay, so in here is going to probably be our darkest colors, but at the tips of the petals is where you're going to have some brighter colored yellows. And then we're probably going to use our white. We'll use our white on these big petals here. So, all right, so let's go ahead and pull this up. So now Miss Rucker has her rose. And what we're going to do is we're going to do our oil pastel first because our watercolor is going to create what's called a resist. So we can watercolor right over all of this and the watercolor will just bounce off of the oil pastel. So that's okay. That's why we're going to go and do the oil pastel first and then we'll go back and we're just going to watercolor. Okay. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to really think about where all these shadows are going to be, and I definitely know I'm going to have a lot in here. Okay, this is going to be a little bit darker, and I don't want to color the whole thing in. Maybe I want to leave a little bit open. I know I'm going to have some shadows in here. And again, you don't have to fill it in because we're going to actually go back with the yellow and we're going to blend. With oil pastels, you always use your lightest color to blend. So we're actually going to be going back over this with a yellow and you're going to see how that's really going to blend really nice. Almost like paint. You see how that's going to blend? That's going to blend. And that's kind of the look we're going for. We just want a blended look. And I know that, remember, this is going to be the darkest part of your rose. All of this in here, in between those folds. Definitely in here. And again, I want you to see how I'm doing this because I'm not filling it in because I'm going to go back If Miss Rucker was using a paintbrush, this is kind of what I would do with paint. I would go back and I would just blend it in with my lighter, with my yellow, and just really blend that in. It's going to be dark in here. We're going to have some dark places under here, definitely under here. Okay, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to go ahead and do all of my dark shadows. Okay, so now as you can tell, this looks terrible. It does not look good at all right now. All I've done is went in and just created some darker values for my shadows, and now I'm going to go in with my yellow and I'm going to color in my rose. And you can go right over that orange because it's just going to blend it out really nice. And I'm just going to fill in this entire rose. Now when we're done with this, I think we're going to go back in with a black Sharpie, and we're going to trace the rose when we're done, but we have to get done with the it first. I want to be completely done before we go back in and trace everything in black. All right, and do you see how it's picking up some of that orange? And that's okay. You want it to kind of blend in throughout the whole rose. Okay, so you're just going to color your rose. You want to blend all this in. You can take that yellow and go right over that orange. That's going to blend really well. What you don't want to do is use your lighter color first, because then that darker color is just going to completely cover up your lighter color. I'm just going to bring this through some of my petal, because that's what it would do in nature. It would just kind of bleed through. All right, I'm going to pause this and I'm going to finish, but I am going to leave. Remember we said some of these petals on the outside had more of a white, so I'm going to leave some of these open because I'm actually going to blend my yellow with a white oil pastel, because white is lighter than yellow, so then I can go over it and add my highlights. Okay, so I'm still not done. I finished all my yellow, but now because my white is lighter than my yellow, I am going to go in and I'm just going to blend. Now if your colors are dirty, the quickest way to get all of that off, what you'll want to do is to just flip your paper over, and that'll clean it pretty quick. I want pure white. I don't want any of that. Alright. What you're going to do is you're just going to now take it in all those places that you missed. You're just going to go in and kind of think of where all your highlights would be. Remember we said on these really big petals, we had some really white places. The tips of your petals. And that's okay because white is the lightest. I can also go over the orange. You can always blend with your lightest color. So these are going to be my highlights, and I'm just going to do a finishing up of all of my highlights. Alright, so I'm going to pause it. Okay, so I have finished my shadows, I've finished coloring my rose, and I've finished my highlights. I went back. I also did my leaves in 2 different values of green, and we already did that. I just kind of splashed in some dark. I used my light green to blend. So I created the leaves. I went back in with a black oil pastel, and I very, very carefully started from the inside and moved out and traced my rose in black. I also traced my star because that's also going to keep you from getting the blue watercolor inside that star. That'll help keep that blue out. Okay, so now all we're gonna do is we're gonna do the bottom red. There's not much. We're gonna do the bottom red and then this side blue. All right, so I think I'm going to start with my red. And remember, we're just going to go right over. So if you accidentally get some, that's okay, because it's going to push it off. Okay, so that's okay. You just want to kind of get a little bit of watercolor wherever you're, now of course your rose is going to be different, so wherever you have extra space, the bottom part of the flag is red. So if you accidentally get some in there, that's okay. Fill in all my white. I don't want any white showing here. So be careful, because remember up here is white. That part of the flag is white. So we're going to be real careful there. I'm just going to make that a straight edge right there. And don't forget, you've got a little corner over here. I got a little corner I needed to get. Okay, perfect. All right, so now you need to clean your brush. Make sure we clean our brush, because remember, red and blue make purple, and we do not want a purple flag. We want a red at the bottom and blue over here where the star is. Okay. I'm going to do around the star first, because I'm going to have to be really careful and take my time around that star. I'm going to go ahead and do that first. And you're going to have some different values of blue with this watercolor, and that's okay. That actually makes it look a little more interesting. You'll have some darker. Remember, it's okay if you get blue in your leaves, okay? It's okay. Remember to use one direction with this watercolor too. You want to use one direction, and you want to make sure you get all the white, or it's going to look really, really, really tacky. Let me move this so y'all can see. It doesn't take a whole lot of this watercolor. I'm using one direction. Perfect. I'm going to get all that white. I don't want any of that white showing. Fill that in. Get along my edges. Go here, get along my edges. Now what we're going to do when this dries is we are actually going to come back with a black oil pastel, and then we're going to do these lines here. But what we're not going to do is put the line through the rose. Okay, we're just going to come to where your rose is. We're going to stop, because it's going to make it look like the rose is pushing through the flag. That's the look we're going for. Okay, and then this is all we're doing today. So if we can get this done, this is great. This might take us 2 more weeks to finish, but this is about what it's going to look like when you're done. All right, above all else, have fun.